GSX-R750 adventure bike, locked and loaded. I've got my rucksack, all my clothes in it. Got a lock, waterproofs, got all my heavy stuff. SW Motec tank bag, really good quality, quick release. I've got tools in there, I've got more locks, I've got a spare baffle. I've got my racing EBC brake pads. I've got a ram mount to find my way around. I'm going to take the back roads all the way through France into Belgium for a nice little road trip. And I've got my Pirelli Diablo Rosso Corsa 4 tyres, which I've already ridden round Cadwell on. They're still looking like new, and they'll do the distance. And be fantastic around Spa. Bon voyage. Hello, I'm in Spa. I'm in the Spa town. I've got a booking.com, nice little house for a few days actually, and I'm here to do track day tomorrow. So ever since I got my 750 last year, I've always had it in my mind I wanted to ride one of my favourite tracks and one of my favourite bikes. So I've ridden here with my girlfriend Nina on a Fantic 500 Caballero Scrambler. Did it old school, wore my leathers and just packed as much as I could do on the bike for the trip, and took the nice twisty route here. So probably in about 2000 we used to go on Nürburgring trips called burn-up tours, and I followed the same route. So we went from the Channel Tunnel down towards St Quentin, then across to Origny, I think it's Lonny, and then Revin, and then Givet, and then to here. It's been a fantastic ride. Stayed in Givet overnight last night, and GSX-R is amazing. I mean, it's not a tourer, but I used to tour on these all the time back in the day. Been to Sardinia on an L1 like this, Ibiza, Nürburgring, and to be honest, it's pretty comfortable for a sports bike. It's really, really smooth. The engine's lovely and smooth. I've got the foot pegs on their low position, so it's not too uncomfortable. It's a little bit wristy, but I like to ride with a tank bag so I can put it up against my chest and take the weight off my wrist, so that wasn't too bad. It was quite uncomfortable on the seat, but I think that's my fault. I put so much in my rucksack that it was kind of weighing me down, and my leathers are pulling on my shoulders, which is quite painful. And yesterday when we went from Calais to Givet, it was kind of a 10-hour riding day. So, and red hot. I mean, it's 33, 34 degrees right now. It's proper warm. It's really nice. And we're in the middle of August. But the reason I brought so much with me is because I needed a load of track day paraphernalia. So I've got a few jobs to do to my bike before tomorrow. What we got, I'm putting my racing EBC brake pads in. I'm going to check the oil. I brought a little bit of Motul oil with me just in case. I've got a baffle in just in case because it's a quiet track day. GT85 for my chain. I've got my little torque wrench, screwdriver, pressure gauge, and also some of these wipes. They're Vulcanet wipes, and they're like sort of baby wipes, but they're waterless wash. So I can just get everything looking nice and clean, nice and spangly, and then look forward to riding this on track tomorrow. Don't know what to expect. I know I was here last year on my KTM, and there's 4 groups. It was fast enough for the one down from full-on racer group. I'm not sure where this will lay. The track days with biker days, and basically it's transponders. So I've put myself in the group 1 from the bottom, and then if I'm okay in that group, they'll keep me there, or I'll move up if needs be, but I'm not really worried about it too much. I know this isn't really going to have the legs on the thousands on the track, and it's a very fast track, but yeah, we'll see. and it's all ready to go. Got to take my RAM mount off. That's pretty cool. I've never navigated with my phone before. I've got my Rosso 4 Corsa Pirellis on. They still look like new, despite the fact I've ridden all the way here, done a load of miles and done a Cadwell track day, and I know they'll be grippy enough for Spa. So it's just a question now of just getting it all prepared, get a good night's sleep tonight, and then get ready to roll in the morning at one of the best tracks in the world.
Hello. 8.
Right, they've put us in the kind of outer paddock for today's track day, while they prepare for the classic weekend. Used to be called the Bikers Classic. So we've got to go through the tunnel. Let's get to the other side. I'm in the B group, which is the fast group, but not quite the racer group, which I'm kind of pleased about, because the racers on slicks here on thousands are pretty darn fast. what a day. 5 sessions around one of the most awe-inspiring circuits in the world on one of my favourite sports bikes. Before I go on, I want to say thank you to a group of people, Core, Marcel, Ian and their family, for taking pity on Nina and me, because we were just going to stand outside in the sunshine in the paddock and we would have got roasted to a crisp today, but they took us into their awning. They gave us tea and coffee and drinks and food. It's just amazing. I mean, what an atmosphere. They're part of the classic event that's going to go on here over the weekend. But in terms of riding that bike, I mean, it's a little bit sluggish off the corners. Could probably do with down gearing it a little bit, but apart from that, it's brilliant. It's as exciting and involving as a 600. It's just got that little bit more grunt. The tyres, the Rosso 4 courses, no problems with them all day. They still look like new. They've worn really, really well. You know, they do loads more track days, no problem with grip at all. You don't need super courses. Suspension, MCT suspension, didn't need to touch that. It was just really plush, loads of support under braking, loads of feel through what was going on when you're on the throttle. The brakes, what was my GSX-R weak point before, with these EBC race pads, just one of the best things about it. Now that front end with the suspension and the braking is just amazing. The bike's so easy to ride, it doesn't try and beat you up. You know, I rode my KTM here last year, I've raced S1000 RRs, it's been hard work, but it's just sweet, absolutely sweet, and you can just enjoy the majesty of the circuit. Unbelievable. And for a bike that, you know, I rode here and was relatively comfortable, the fuel light was coming on at 160, 170 miles. On the motorways, and when we were just plodding through France, which is amazing, and that's thanks to the way it's been mapped now. It just does no wrong. It looks great, sounds great. I'm more in love with that bike than I ever was, and I'm more in love with this track than I ever was. I want to come back. So yeah, it's been an amazing adventure. This is kind of the box that's been ticked for me really with this GSX-R. This is what I've been kind of leading up to, with getting it track ready with the brakes and the suspension and the tyres and the mapping and everything in between. What an experience, what an experience. And yes, late afternoon here in the sunshine. It's been late 20s, early 30s, just heavenly. So that's it for this video. I'm going to go back into Spa town, treat myself to a beer, watch the Classic Festival tomorrow, and then on Sunday we're going to just take the motorway back to the UK and get ready for the next adventure. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks to everyone that's helped us along the way, and I will see you soon.